Heavy
What's
odor.
up, Dan?
Heavy odor.
Good, sir. Good, how are you?
You can make a dinner of it.
Yeah,
I think.
you got a lot going on. You're
It's a
over
fundraiser, yep, for CRC Park and for the Greenway. 4 to 7:30.
there.
Is that what they had at the Argo last year?
Yes, that's right.
Same event.
Would you guys like it?
I think so.
Okay, so 2 tickets for you guys? And probably 2. Okay. And again,
If not, that's okay.
well, again, I think we can find it more than because some people are trying to fill up their area, so. Yeah. I'm gonna be actually out of town, so.
You wanna do that?
I can, yeah.
Now my wife's not going because yours isn't gonna be here.
What's going on?
He's gonna.
How's your climate?
Yep.
Thank you. I'll take you Tuesday.
Really small. Look at this.
Laptop.
Which one?
Oh, that actually wasn't that bad.
Their big thing
Oh, I've heard of that.
And it fills up the body on the phone and it reminds you. It was my first day. I spent as much time with the rest of
Right?
I heard of that. That's a good one now.
My wife has a water bottle that says, drink your clean water. And it has like, you know,
It does.
you know, it has like the time of the day.
We're not, we don't have to eat that much now. We can get a discount. Run tenders in there, we'll call him and see if he had issues.
Yeah, I'll probably let Al talk on it.
So, yeah,
Well, I see that. And we just got this.
yeah.
So be approving the agreement and addendum.
Okay.
So it's just the 2 lines on this first page that are crossed out? Is that, those are the 2 changes?
Those are the changes, and then at the bottom and on the next page are additions.
Oh, the additions.
And it's mostly boilerplate legal language that needs to be in there.
And if everybody wants to have a chance to read this before we move on it, then we'll take some time on that one. Okay, with the changes, do I have a motion?
I'll move to approve the regular meeting agenda for September 24th, 2018.
Second.
As amended.
Second?
Second.
And discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, we'll move on. And we're gonna move to the, does anybody feel they have a conflict of interest tonight with our agenda? Hearing none, we'll move to approve the minutes from last week, last meeting. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve minutes from September 10th, 2018.
And a second? Motion and a second on the table, discussions. Anybody find anything that wasn't correct?
Looks good to me.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we'll move to bills and salaries. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve bills to September 24th, 2018, and salaries for August 2018.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion.
Yes. So I noticed there's 2 other, so in regards to the Feast on the Creek, I noticed there's a cost for the tents. On page 7 we got Colorado Tents and Events, $4,017.27.
So that's gonna be reimbursable. Reimbursable.
Yes.
So we're gonna pay it and then we'll get funded back from the Feast on the Creek.
Okay, and is that the same for the $1,925 for the catering?
Yes.
Okay, so the only cost that we will incur is the $2,500 sponsorship that we approved
That's
last
correct.
meeting. Okay,
That's
cool.
correct. They just needed some funding with upfront costs.
Okay.
We were helping with that.
There's a presses on page 1 for the Allied Towing. I guess I didn't know which vehicle this is, whose department.
So the 1030, I believe, is police, right?
So the mirror replacement, so were we in a
Yes.
accident or something? Or?
Well, we park cars that are 8 inches wide and a 6 foot garage. One of the guys, when they're backing out, cracked one of the side view mirrors.
Okay.
These side view mirrors are unique because they have those LED lights in them. So the cost of that and the cost of replacement, you know, the labor, why it's so high.
That's why we need a place with wider garage
Yeah.
doors for the police cars to get
So
into.
I give each
Put that in your
officer,
report for I need a new building.
I give each officer one
Right,
broken
right.
mirror.
I'm assuming they got their oil changed there at Allied as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they typically charge us $133 for oil change?
No, there was probably more to that. It's usually about $55. So if you
Yeah,
see,
so there's
you
this
see
one,
the bills that are like
53.50, it's probably
55,
two of them.
75, it was
Okay.
just the oil change. I think one of the problems we have is that, Sandy has limited spaces for the description. So on when I do the payment request, I put a full description in there, plus she gets the bill.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there might have been other service with that, change of transmission fluid, things like that.
Okay.
So with, Andy, and this might be a question for you, when we have these contracts with folks like Allied Towing and with Clear Creek Supply, are we getting any kind of a discount for bulk purchases? No.
We get tax exempt.
Tax exempt, we have an account with Clear Creek Supply and we do a lot of.
And right now, we don't even have a contract with Allied.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we have contracts.
The mechanical work doesn't fall under the contract, it's just they're the only shop in town
That does
capable.
towing.
And the turnaround is fast, we have, the other businesses are smaller, so they kind of put us at the top of
Yeah.
the list.
Just curious. I think I had one more.
Is there somebody that checks over the bills when they come in then? that's
Oh, yeah.
Sandy?
Yeah,
Is it
Sandy.
just
Well,
Sandy,
well, I
or
go
do
over
you-
there,
Department heads
yeah.
do
Department
that
heads
first,
watch it,
right,
so
and then
Yeah.
it goes to Sandy.
I think
We-
they're treating us pretty
One-
fairly.
While we're on the topic, this might be a good time to bring it up, Allied just went to a new billing system, and we have a couple of bugs, it's into it. When they send us the monthly, going through some reconciliation, but that's why you see this stack of
Yeah.
the more
So
recent,
there's
the
some older stuff in there.
higher bills, so next go around, you'll see more of the smaller ones. I have to reconcile each car that was serviced.
Right, okay. I have one more question on page 8. HDR Engineering, East Minor Street Design, there's 2 different line items, how are those different from each other?
Yeah, we get that. 5,000.
One for 5,000, one for 4114. In the middle of the page there.
Let's see, John's not here,
These invoices for design. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what that is, 9.5.
One says 9:05 to 9:30, the other one says 9:17 to 9:30. I guess maybe it was just 2 weeks apart.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what those are.
they both came out of the same account.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that, but I can find out.
Is that design and
They're both.
construction with the street fund?
Well, both have the same account though.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be a different school.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out why they were separated.
I will ask and find out.
Okay.
So with that,
Is the total within our budgeted amount for East Minor Street Design, $9,114? That would be the more important question to answer immediately. Is that congruent? Is that a correct answer?
Yeah, no, I will check on that.
Okay.
so when we approve these bills, we're gonna have to approve them without these 2 items, anything, because we're not clear on.
Are we able to do that?
Well, you could approve them contingent
Contingent
upon.
upon notice of what they're for.
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I mean, I'm not so much concerned about there being 2 line items
Right.
as I am that the total is within our budgeted amount, you know what I mean? The
Right.
total of $9,114.68. As long as that's within our budgeted amount for East Minor Street Design, then I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Okay, let's approve contingent upon clarification on these 2 bills.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, I'll make the motion to approve the bill. We've already, but we need to do it.
Roll call on most of it.
We'll just, approve all the bills except for the 2 items from HDR Engineering, upon clarification, will be paid upon clarification.
Cool.
Amended
Amended,
motion.
who seconded?
Tracy.
Tracy, second is amended.
Second, as amended.
Roll call.
Michael Helmut?
Yes.
Scott Canal?
Yes.
Tracy Stokes?
Yes.
Bob Boland, Mike Ely?
Yes.
John Curtis?
Yes.
Jason Siegel?
Yes.
Okay, do we have any, scheduled public comments? I guess not.
No.
Are you hiding something over there, Alan?
All right, we're gonna move on down to, planning, community development. Alan has a presentation for us, and he's gonna give us an update about the resolution 12 and why we're not gonna approve that tonight.
2 different people told me to make it quick tonight, so I'm not sure what that says. So I guess the first one is some news about the Virginia Canyon Mountain Park.
That doesn't actually mean talk faster to get through. You talk
Don't
fast
talk
enough.
faster, talk fast enough.
You talk fast enough.
So, if you remember, we were getting ready to apply for a Colorado Parks and Wildlife non-motorized trail grant for the Virginia Canyon Mountain Park. One of the things that we were doing is the city council approved the memorandum of, and there's a lot with having to write out legal descriptions, but when you get a grant, you have to have a cash match. And in our case of a $250,000 grant, we needed to have a $75,000 call to talk to Colorado Parks and Wildlife not count as a match. It actually has to be land that we have. And they also said that CPW would probably not fund a project that did not have all of the legal access in place. So at that, the deadline for was supposed to be this Friday. It sounds like 2000, certainly disappointed. But it doesn't, unless the city wants to give me $75,000, I don't think we have the match to do it right now. So, and I don't think we're really ready. And that issue's worked out yet, so we're not applying for the grant. Questions?
No.
Okay.
Straightforward.
So I start out with the bummer, with the negative Nancy news, and then we always do the feel good, touchy feely stuff. And you know, after making you endure the land development regulation at the last council meeting, I thought we would come and do some fun to kind of a show and tell. So what I'm doing tonight is, if you remember a couple of months ago, how long ago was it? I bet it was longer than a couple of months ago.
3 or 4?
Yeah, or at least. It was probably a lot longer than that. Some time ago I came in and just gave you a little presentation about GIS and what it is and how it worked. I thought you might be interested now in seeing where we're at with the GIS. So this is kind of a little progress update so you can get an idea of what Idaho Springs is doing these days. Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me turn off this light so you can see this better. Is that all right? Can I turn it off for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah? You bring that new pointer?
Is that all right? I didn't know we had a new pointer. Do we have
Bob's
a new
not
pointer?
here, so I think we're good.
Do we have a new pointer? As we took base data that was provided to us from the county and started to build on it. And so most of the base data that we got was pretty antiquated and had been around for some time. So what I'm showing you here, there's basically 3 different views. The top one, there's 3 different maps that are shown here, 3 different perspectives. I just did this to kind of give you a different view. That's what we started with. And some of the things that you can do with the parcel data, it has like who the ownerships are, what the name of the subdivisions are, the property ID numbers. You can measure the areas of all these parcels. If you look at the one at the bottom left, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but we have been able, or me, have been able to do the new alignment of Colorado Boulevard. So we now have that alignment in there. And you can see, I know you can't read these, but these are all addresses. So we have all of the addresses. And that again, most of that, except for the new configuration of Colorado. I want to show you kind of where we're at. So the first thing that happened, and I think you'll find this pretty interesting, is working with Public Works, and they've been extremely good with this. We were able to get, that I'm working on, and that's manholes, fire hydrants, the Chicago Creek Sanitation District. And then on the right-hand side, there's some examples of what we can do with this. You can find all the lines of a particular, look at properties within a certain distance. These lines, find all the lines in the city. Look and see where the sewer lines are. You can get an idea of is that we can use it. Everything that you see in this picture is a clickable thing that can give you any
Manholes and stuff with dirt.
we
That's
hope
right.
eventually, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully eventually so.
Is this data available to the public, or is this
No.
okay?
No,
This
no,
is
not
when
yet.
People are developing. They come to you to talk
They're
about.
active on the web yet.
Right.
But
Active on the web.
Cool.
yet. Eventually we will move in that direction, but right now I'm just still building
Right.
it. Just even a year ago, the city of Idaho Springs didn't really have, gives us a whole bunch of information zoning map. On the bottom right is the land use recommendations map with the comp plan. You've seen that. So that's different than the zoning map. There's like, this is the kind of uses that are recommended there, and then you zone it there to meet that. On the bottom, the site plans into the GIS site plans in this. And